Time to put down the magazine because the doctor will see you now. Find out what changes are coming to Lancaster on this week's episode of the Indy Bar Report podcast. Episode 309 starts off with a bang, and perhaps some Iranians as well. How you doing, Ryan?
I'm a disaster. How are you?
Getting by. We're using a mic stand today, so we don't know what the audio quality is going to wind up being, so who knows?
It's been good so far.
Okay, so that's a good start. But, we don't have too much this week. Short week, but we do have some ragging on some teams to do. And some ragging on some leagues to do, and then some curious conversation to do. So that seems to be a fun time for all.
Yeah, I feel like I have at different points during show prep here felt wildly unprepared and also fully prepared. So this should be disastrous. But not my podcast. So best of luck, my friend. Editing should be great.
It'll be a fun time. Should I do the 9-axis political quiz? That's 51 questions long as we go through this episode.
I'm on question 4 of 216 right now. So I don't know.
You're doing the long one.
Yeah, of course. Because I'm so confident in my own political party, but my own political party has been telling me I'm no longer a member of their political party, not officially, but like my friends who are in it are like, I don't really know that you're in our party anymore, man. And I'm like, maybe we should double check this at this point in time.
All right, so then I'm going to do the 216 one as well. And we're going to figure this out.
Cocaine and tanks. Is that a political ideology? I feel like it is.
What isn't political is the Washington Wild Things social media, because they're going to be adding some ambassadors, which I guess is a political position in a way.
It's Pat McAfee. Bring him back.
Yeah. Well, he has more than 5,000 followers on Instagram, so he is eligible. But yes, the Washington Wild Things are looking to add influencers on social media.
Why not? Damn, that sucks. I'm not eligible to become a Washington Wild Things influencer.
Neither one of us are. Neither is Washington.
If you hear the sound of a gun cocking on the side, just ignore it. If I don't get to be an influencer for the Washington Wild Things, I'm putting the end of a shotgun in my mouth and pulling the trigger with my toes.
My after dinner bath's gonna get awfully toasty.
We're just taking a bath with Toast Man. That's the new euphemism.
First one with the Toast Man.
Oh, man.
But yes, the 3 biggest, Frontier League forces are not eligible to be Washington Wild Things social media ambassadors. Wild Things Analyze, yourself and I all do not meet the minimum threshold. Despite all, I assume all of us get at least 7,000 impressions on our Instagram dashboard. So, I would assume.
For what?
Huh?
For what? What's the time frame on that?
I just go to the default one when I go onto my Instagram account.
Oh, sorry. Never mind. I thought that was one of the parameters they were asking for.
No.
That's on me.
Yeah. But yes, so that was a controversial bit. They got to the comments and said it had something to do with guidelines. I believe it has something to do with taxable income or the way they classify these people. That being said, though, I'm not advocating for it, but let's be real. You could pay some of these people under the table, or in certain cases, I'm sure they'd be perfectly fine with you just compensating them through, free concessions, free tickets, more access. Just consider them an independent third party.
Yeah, I agree. You could just, it's an alternative to just having your own damn employee. So whatever.
Yeah,
we talk a lot about how good Washington is on field. I feel like I've overlooked, or at least let slide. I'm underwhelmed with them highly off the field. By the way, it's just my take on things. I've not been there yet. Probably get out there here.
Certain people I am, and other people I like over there.
Yeah, that's a good way of saying it.
Yeah.
I think
there's certain elements out there that do their job really well.
Okay.
And then there's other elements where I wish I could see how they work better to form a more complete opinion on it.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't even think of specific examples. I just remember there's times before I'm like, oh, Washington, I like you. What are we doing?
Yeah.
This is tough. I'd clown you if this was Lexington.
Yeah, it's like you have enough of a track record of keeping everything together, so like you get a pass. Like with everything, it's like that Soprano scene there after Jackie Jr. robs the card game, and they go, "I want to give him a pass," and it's like, yeah, you really can't for this, but like, I don't really want to clip him over it.
I was trying to be positive today. Here I am.
This is the worst time to try to be positive.
I know.
We have ambassadors, a ballpark renaming, and helmet ads coming up.
Helmet ads. Dude, I'm so annoyed.
I know.
We're so screwed. I'm back.
What happens? We talk politics for 10 minutes before coming on, and it's right off the rails.
You get me taking a political ideology quiz on the side, I'm going to get a little wild. Let me tell you how to 3D print a hand grenade.
I was going to say, do you have any actual thoughts on like getting social media ambassadors like the topic at hand was?
Oh, no. I mean, I think, yeah, you're cheaping out, obviously. But whatever. I mean, are they paying them? I forget.
Yeah, they are paying them. That's why you got to have more than 5,000, apparently. Which, again, I don't understand why you can't just sell them some money and then keep the receipt for your taxes.
Sell them some money?
Yeah,
is that the craziest went with?
Yeah, you're going to sell them some money.
I'm going to, oh my God.
Zelle. So
that's it. I'm definitely cracking my head open on paid. Doesn't say the amount.
Yeah, that was less ambiguous. I imagine it's probably based off of how much direct engagement you lead there.
Yeah, I'm saying there's probably a sketchy equation on that one.
They're going to do the SeatGeek move, which is you can get the code that you give to them to use for purchases and shit, and then you'll get a percentage of it. I almost guarantee that's what it will be.
Yeah, could be.
Prove me wrong in the DMs.
I mean, if you look at like insights, you can see how many people just click in from your site or from like how many people view posts. So it depends on how they want to do it. There are a few ways they could go, but either way, creative thought. So this is groundbreaking. I don't think anybody's done this yet, but it's a thought for anybody who wants to get real kind of wild with this, which is what you can do is you can go to Teamwork Online and you can post a job for social media and marketing and hire somebody to do a job for actually a real wage and you can hire one of these people also and not just have them use their account. You can have them use your account and then connect with other people who, you know, maybe want to just do content, not as like an influencer, a paid gig, just invite them in to do videos or whatever, or frankly, just do real good content and you'll grow naturally. So there you go on that one. I know that's somewhat what they're trying to do here, but as a paid role, it's a silly idea. I'm sorry. This is a wild vibe, this episode. Holy shit.
Oh, no, this is just vibes week. This is what it is. How many questions in are you on that political quiz?
28.
You better pick up the pace.
No, I cancel plans. The plans were trying for this podcast.
For what it's worth, I think it's kind of a cool program, but I also think like you should just make it open to everybody. Screw paying them. They're doing it for free anyway. Just give them some extra access to the team. Most people will be happy with that. Like when you put a 5K minimum on it, you make it sound a lot more in depth than it really is.
Yeah. It's also like, hold on. Here's a take. I'm just gonna check it out here.
We have had some of those already.
Edit on this one. I mean, that's half as many followers as you have. You don't have that many followers yourself, friend.
I was thinking the same thing.
Now, again, it could be argued that, you know, we only have, yeah, that's why we're doing all this. However, one might say, Yeah, you're trying to get someone to work for crumbs when you should be trying to get them involved. Like it's going the wrong way. You're begging. You want them to beg while you should be begging in this position, in my opinion. Now, also, okay, here's my bigger issue. As somebody with a marketing degree, this is what gets me on these, right?
Okay.
Let's take a step back because on its face, this is a fine idea. Let's get some influencers. Social media is the way. Cool. Okay. Got it. Let's get some people and let's entice them in, bring them in to do some content that brings our stuff to a wider audience. Does that help you? Okay. A wider audience. What does that do? Are they specifically in the Western PA region? Are they going to buy tickets? So what does influence do for you? It doesn't do anything.
Well, that's the thing. Their influencers, they do lists have to either be Greater Pittsburgh area, West Virginia,
Right.
or Washington County. But
if you
more
have
local
your
outreach
list
will do
about
that.
you, I follow about 5 different accounts for Berks County and Reading, like people who just do content for this area. Connect with those. I'm sure there's people doing Pittsburgh content. I'm sure there's people doing Western PA content. I'm sure there's people doing Washington content. Reach out to them. Reach out to a local person who goes to restaurants through freaking Pitcairn. Reach out to people who do Pittsburgh sandwiches with French fries on them reviews, whatever the hell you got going on out there. Person who reviews abandoned steel mills, whatever it is that you have going on out there right now, reach out to them, invite them to games, ask them to do some content while they're there, make it a thing, right? Have some fun with it. That's the way to do it. Hyper localize, find your local accounts, work with them, because just getting accounts, I'm sure they are looking for people, local tie or baseball ties, whatever, but like it doesn't do much. You're not the Savannah Bananas that people, you're not coring, and this doesn't help you. Like get hyper localize and then hammer on the local connections. Make sure there is not a single person within an easily drivable distance of you that does not know who you are, has not at least seen a game, has not given you a chance, or has not considered it. That's it. It's cool. It's a fun idea to have influencers. I always argued the Tyler Webb connection for the American Association. Fun idea, kind of a concept. They kicked it to me as sort of like a one-to-one, like, what's the word?
Yeah, it was to be an affiliate outreach thing.
Yeah, like an
I got the same
exchange.
thing.
Yeah, like an exchange, like access for content.
Yeah, hold on. Wait, I still got the file.
How would this even benefit? But I was also like,
media partnership is what they called it.
I was unclear how the Tyler Webb thing benefited them. I honestly understood better how it might benefit them for me to do it, because I already have some people who are into the American Association specifically following me. But like, there needs to be a little more forethought into like this. There are good concepts that are not. You can have a good pitching motion without hitting your target. You need to. The pitch has to still find its target. Everything can be fundamentally sound. If you're not laying on the target, what are we doing? And I worry Washington is one of those teams that tends to have some of that where like, oh, it's 90% of this is right. And the last 10% of it, you go, oh, what? Where do we go with this? Pat McAfee is brilliant. I don't know if they're still working that, because Pat McAfee in that West Virginia to Pittsburgh region is crazy. That is someone with some pull. That's brilliant. That's an exact example of what the move is. Sorry, that was more of a rant than I thought. This bothers me. I see so much marketing based in really strong concepts that are just wasted on the last bit of execution, and just results in a lot of wasted effort. It drives me insane. Sorry, Washington, you kind of really caught that one there. I like what you do for the most part.
I will say too, they do have like 3 separate internship opportunities there that all revolve around creating content for their own personal channels. This does feel like more of an outreach and partnership type of thing, but I do agree. I think it's a bit ballsy to go and set minimums as though you should be grateful to come to them when their following isn't that much bigger than yours. Like
this isn't something you post. Like that's the other thing. This isn't a post. This is a one-to-one offer. And I'm sure they're doing it on the side. They have to be, but like, it just doesn't make sense the way they're doing it.
It feels like this one made more sense as a teamwork post.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Like, it's almost like you're trying to flex that you're doing it by posting it. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
it's weird. Signed some local guys to me lately, by the way.
Yeah, which again, like
shout out Westchester. Tommy Caulfield, he's a Westchester cat. Hell yeah, bro. Didn't know that.
All right then, but I like how this.
I just went fully ADD.
I like how we went all the way around from talking about social media influencers to flaming just random teams and leagues for their all-season signings, to then wrapping up with a point on failed execution of marketing.
Well, technically, and I don't know if you're going to edit this out, I did actually land on the fact that Tommy Caulfield's a Westchester Henderson guy. I would shout out for that. So don't overlook it.
Lancaster's renaming their ballpark.
Yeah, they are. Don't know. How do you feel about it? The clip was kind of clean, but also I get it.
Yeah, I mean, like,
ballpark was a mouthful.
Is Clipper Magazine even around anymore?
Yeah, man. The clip's fun. The clip's huge, baby. Yeah, man. My mom used to work for the Penny Saver, which was the main competition to the clip back when it was Clipper Magazine. And Clipper Magazine absolutely wiped the floor with them boys. That was not clean. That was not close at all. But that was basically like a garage office operation, the Penny Saver. So it's right. Clipper Magazine, though, they went through it. They fought the fight. They won over the Pennsylvania couponing sector, and they became the Clip, more of a streamline because they're doing so much online type of thing. I get that. And then they said deuces on the ballpark. So that's your Pennsylvania update.
The way that just was described sounded like the voiceover in one of those gangster movies describing a feud between like beefing publications from the William Randolph Hearst era.
Thank you.
No, thank you for going ahead and giving us our Rosebud moment on this show.
The Amish Mafia out here getting after it.
Well, you just
found out did you hear hooves landing on pavement? Oh God, they're coming. Yeah, this is a bad podcast.
It's a great podcast.
Yeah, it's so good.
What question number are you on?
I'm on question 41.
Hell yeah. Only like 175 more to go.
Honestly, I feel like I should restart this. I think I lost focus. I think so.
Maybe
here's
we
the
should
problem
do
I'm
the
having.
51 question.
I'm having more of an issue. I might just go to that and then I'll back it up a little bit. But like, I am having the issue of like, I'm answering some of these on like what I'm like fundamentally sort of ingrained into and not like what I actually believe right now after like a decade of paying taxes and getting healthcare.
So as far as Lancaster's naming rights go, I mean, like, I don't really care their naming rights. I am more offended that they hyped this up as a big announcement just for it to be
that
like
sucked. Yeah, don't do that.
I thought there was going to be something
rocks,
cool.
By the way. Penn Madison's my go-to. Yeah. Penn Madison's done some operating on ya boy. Also, Penn Madison Park has a good ring to it.
Going to the doctor's office?
I mean, I put a couple of their doctors through college, or their kids through college, that's for sure. So, shout out. I should get free tickets for that. That's essentially, I basically paid for that deal. I got to imagine through insurance, which is a scam, I've probably paid enough that it makes up for that stadium deal.
In total fairness, the insurance company paid for that. You just got gouged for many, many years leading up to it. So it's more of a roundabout way.
Should have seen what the shoulder x-rays looked like. It was crazy. Looked like a jigsaw puzzle a 3-year-old threw on the floor.
But do you have any of your shoulder left? Because I know a man with no knees. Held together by hooks.
No. You give me the same energy as John Mulaney's bit. I met a boy with no eyes. Oh man!
Completely held together by hooks and rubber bands. They were a co-host on this very program at one time.
Hooks and rubber bands. He moves like one of those puppets that he would operate with strings. Just all those joints were just like
marionette.
Yes, thank you. Oh man, how did I rip through 2 of these? That's not good. That explains why this has taken such a turn. All right.
What were you drinking there, bud?
Jameson, ginger and limes.
Ah.
Yeah, so that's a lot of that. Whoops.
So, any further thoughts on Clipper magazine being dead and gone like newspapers?
End of an era. Nah, not really. Still a local business, frankly. Pat Madison's based out of Philly. Clipper Magazine's based out of somewhere around here. Let's see. I'm going to say Capertown. Ephrata. Damn. That makes a lot more sense.
So Ripken Stadium's getting some upgrades. We'll stay on the stadium topic now.
Dude, as it should, man. That place is in need, my friend.
Supposedly they're going to get about $225,000 worth of upgrades, if I read the article correctly. And there's a memorandum that's in agreement, going to get reviewed by the City Council of Aberdeen on Monday. So that's going to be kind of fun. Doesn't really matter, I don't think, in the end. It looks like they're Atlantic League bound sooner than later.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, then we had the confirmation in the form of a quote from Frank Bolton, retweeted by Michael Pfaff, which is as good as "this is happening." that is kind of wild that happened. I'm like, wait, pardon me. Ready? Hold on. I have a theory, and let me just check it real quick because I have a fun theory which happens every offseason. So one moment.
Oh, I thought we were going to get into role play again. It is Valentine's Day, Bay.
Whoa. Wait a minute. I'm fairly certain the Atlantic League has once again gone through their yearly thing of essentially losing their social media passwords.
Hell yeah.
Because they
didn't go good this year.
The season ended. They tweeted on Veterans Day. They retweeted on Veterans Day. They retweeted minor league promos when Ricky Henderson died.
That's always good.
They made their own post when Ricky Henderson died. That was December 21st. On January 22nd, they posted about the Red Sox signing Colby Johnson from Staten Island. They have not tweeted since. So basically, a Frank Bolton quote being posted by Michael Pfaff is essentially as good as the league posting that this is happening. Like, is that crazy? I'm kind of right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, yeah. In times without Atlantic League social media, Michael Pfaff's social media will do.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, here's the thing. You just follow whatever the Long Island people are doing, and that tells you what's going to happen. They're too plugged into not. And I kind of ignore whatever the official accounts say because, like, isn't it common knowledge that account gets passed around to whoever's willing to do it that year?
Yeah. It's like whatever clown they get to do communication from some other team's communication, usually.
Yeah, no, I think Aberdeen will be a good fit. I think we're getting very heavy into Mid-Atlantic League as opposed to an actual Atlantic League, although I suppose Mid-Atlantic works both geographically and as a descriptor of the league. Aberdeen does kind of feel like an Atlantic League.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Maryland, they're really, Maryland is, everyone's saying it, Maryland's the New Jersey. At least when it comes to the Atlantic League. Which is,
I mean, in terms of the corruption.
Absolutely firing in random organizations.
Yeah, no, I do think it's a good spot. If you're going to have a league that's mainly based out of, like, now more of the southern U.S., the lower part of Pennsylvania, Maryland, keep adding that area. I think it puts the Ducks at a bit of a disadvantage, which, who knows, maybe that's finally their breaking point to just go be a Met affiliate, but I still have doubts about that. Lord knows Staten Island's going to enjoy the Frontier League, but hey.
I still think Charleston's on the move, too. I keep getting nudges that seem that way.
But yeah, I look for the Aberdeen Ironburns forming up the Maryland division.
Yeah, I think that is very likely the direction we're going in.
Old Bay division, let's get it.
Old Bay division. Nice.
Yeah. Last stop for the week. The American Association, they have a carbless sponsorship. They are a founding partner. It's a 3-year deal. They're going to put up signs on home plate. They're going to sponsor the league. So American Association presented by Carbless. They're also going to sponsor the All-Star game. And then the part where we both hate this is there's going to be an ad on each batting helmet in the American Association with the company name on it. So now there's going to be some canned cocktail ads on the side of every batter's helmet in this league. You want to go ahead and tear it apart first? You want me to do it?
I mean, as somebody who's been getting more into like Lidom and like what's going on with like the Dominican League and any league outside of America, like this isn't super unusual. So being that upset about it is probably dumb. But I'm like, I don't necessarily love like league-wide ads as a thing, though. I also agree it's one of those measures I think you take to like elevate the floor of the league when you don't trust every team's ability to bring in money. Because I assume teams have to get a cut of it. It's on their helmet, you know what I mean? And it's behind the backstop or behind the catcher on the backstop. So it's like you'd figure, you know, that is something that they could sell otherwise. So you'd figure the team must be getting a cut. And I don't like the look of it. I also, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not that mad. I feel like you're more mad about it, but I'm just like,
because here's the thing. In addition to, according to Nine Axis, being a fanatic secularist and a globalist, I also despise ads on any sort of league equipment, such as jerseys, hats, helmets, things of that nature. I'm cool with ads just about anywhere else. You want to slap it on the field? Fine. You want to put it on the backstop, on the outfield wall? Cool. I understand that generates a lot of revenue. I can even live on this level with putting a small ad on like a jersey sleeve or something. I can live with that. But like putting on the helmet, it's just so obnoxious looking. And I understand, like, you're not, how many people are looking at the helmet? How often are you really going to notice it? I understand.
Well, enough that somebody want to pay for advertising on it.
Exactly. So it still bothers me. And like, I get MLB is doing it now, so this argument holds less weight, but I will never not look at ads in places where they shouldn't be, like on batting helmets, and not think, man, this seems so cheap. It feels beer league like.
Because there's one of two things. And look, I'm also aware it's like every Premier League team has ads on their jerseys. Like, okay, sure, I get it. However, I am also a person who's like, when I see it on a baseball team, I think one of two things must be the case. Either this team is not successful enough to succeed without selling space on their literal helmet, or they are successful enough and they are just, they saw a spot where they could make some income and they decided to take it. And I don't know how I feel about either.
I don't mind
them trying to do to survive. The other part of me is like, sure, if you want to make the extra money, make the extra money, but also like, all right, man, like, all right. That's all.
I don't hate a league or team for going and getting the bag. I don't. I understand economics matter even more on this level, to where you don't just have the magic of a giant TV contract falling from the sky. I get that. But like, it's like a nonstop barrage of partnerships and advertisements when it comes to the American Association. Everything is a partnership. Every single press announcement is, look, we were partnered up with this random no-name company to do something you're never even going to know about. And it's like, I get it. And it's clear you get like a good amount of sponsors. Then why aren't you spending more ad space on broadcasts? Why aren't you putting more ad space in the actual games themselves? Why do I have to have ads on things like batting helmets? And admittedly, it is a minor thing to freak out about, but I hate encroaching ads in spaces they don't belong.
Yeah, I mean, I'm at a point where I don't freak out about it. It's just like, I don't know. It's just like, I'm trying to think of the right way to say it. It's just like, yeah, sure, I guess that's kind of how I feel. As much as that's not a take, it kind of is the take. It's like, yeah, all right, sure. I mean, we see on average, that's the number, like 8,000 advertisements a day. If you feel like this one's going to be a big deal for you, get your bag, homie.
I don't know. It just feels like it crosses a line. It's stupid, but it just feels that way to me.
Yeah, so I'm going to put it, I mean, let's not pretend there's not already ads on jerseys.
Yeah.
And like, you know, whatever. But hell, Lancaster had entire blue sleeve on a color scheme that has no blue in it last year.
But it was for goodwill.
Yeah. Anyway, which don't get me started on that one, but it's something about just. I think what gets you, it's something about a helmet. I think where it's just like it's so visible. It's so like there's one thing where it's like, well, maybe it's not that in the way. It's on the side of everyone's head. It's like, all right.
That's the thing. It's so like tacky looking.
Yeah.
I think that's it. Because at least like with a company ad, you can kind of just fit it in somewhere. And it's like, yeah, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
With this, it's like carbless.
Yeah.
Which I need to know. You couldn't get a better company than carbless?
Whoa. Again, I don't have a lot of like hot take on this at this point. I'm just kind of like, where I am. I'm disappointed but not surprised. So it's whatever. But I am like, all right. I think it's funny. Yeah, I do think though it is funny that the American Association has that. In a way, if we wanted to sum up every sponsor deal that the American Association does, is very much like this is you can find a better one.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to whoever signed the deals. I get it. Josh Schaub's never come back on here, but it is what it is. Yeah.
We've admitted defeat on that. Unless he wants to prove me wrong by hopping on.
Yeah, man. I have some questions about no. I would love him to because I have some questions about the Chicago Dogs front office.
Can you guess what state's carbless is in?
Illinois.
Well, there's more than just Illinois, but that is one of them, yes.
Okay. Milwaukee, or like Wisconsin, rather.
Yes, that's 2.
Cool. How many are there?
In addition to the 2 you just named, another 4, 7, 10, 12.
Is it like literally just the Midwest states?
Not just them.
Pennsylvania?
No Pennsylvania.
Hoopy, Ohio.
Yep, so that's 3.
It's a Midwest state, but we'll go from there. Oh, dude, I'm not going to name every single one. I'm lazy.
Well, that's tough. You're going to name all of them.
Oh, my God. I hate it here.
Shit.
I hate it instead of B.
You're going to name them because you made my edit tougher. So you're naming states.
That's fine. All right, Missouri.
Yep.
Okay.
You skipped over 2 other more eastern Midwest states.
Yeah.
The American Mideast, if you would.
The American Mideast.
Rumor has it there's some Iranians around there.
Yeah, they'll do that. I don't know. Oh, God. Did I say Michigan? I didn't say Michigan.
You did not say Michigan, but Michigan is one of them. Yes. So you got
did I say Indiana?
You did not, but that's another one. So you got pretty much all the Mid-East states now. Midwest.
They're not in Kentucky?
No Kentucky.
So then it has to be like the Minnesota, Iowa.
Yep, both of those.
Okay. How many more do I have?
6.
Oh, all right. North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, Arkansas.
No, all of them but Oklahoma is correct. You're missing one other one.
Damn.
I'm disappointed in you.
Who haven't I said? Mississippi?
You're close.
Tennessee?
Wrong direction.
Louisiana.
There you go.
Oh, let's go, boys.
Yeah.
All right.
They got bachelor party tattoos you could buy too.
Ah, the dream.
Yes, you could buy a baseball hat too. Certainly that's coming 2027. All American Association teams will be required to wear carbless hats.
And then you can wear them out on like bachelor parties so women know to stay away from you so they don't get assaulted.
Who's buying a carbless neon? I just want to talk.
Drinking problem.
I just want to talk.
What else do we have today?
That's it.
Wow, we suck.
There really wasn't that much this week. That's why I let the chaos run.
Generate more news. Well, shout out to everybody who's already decided this is the last podcast they're listening to. Maybe ever, not just of this podcast. They said that's enough Spotify app. Delete. It's me. I'm the one deleting Spotify.
As you should. I've been listening to too much Caleb Hammer. You can listen to ads. Delete Spotify.
Gross. Anyway. Anything else I can do for you? What else do we got today? Anything?
I mean, you can start naming the flavors of carb lists there are, but I don't think you want to do that.
Please don't make me do that.
There's recipes too. In case you're wondering, carbless appears to be like a shittier version of like those Bud Light sodas and a White Claw. It's pretty much a White Claw, but there's some varieties with rum and tequila.
I'm getting lawless drinking claws.
Look, if I'm drinking canned cocktails, it's either no lost claws time or it's high noon somewhere.
Dude, I can rip a nooner. Absolutely. Through
Nooners
the dome.
Nooners can get dangerous very quickly.
Nooners get deleted. That's a fact.
Yeah.
God didn't give me many skills in life. I can throw a punch real hard. I can drink a beer real fast. Amazing how many times those two skill sets line up.
There are actually a lot of carbless flavors.
Yeah, probably.
You got pineapple, cranberry, passion fruit, black cherry, margarita, mango, peach. Come on, keep going. Lemon.
Black cherry because it's Black History Month. Take that, Cooper DeJean.
Lemon, lime, black raspberry. And that's all.
There you go.
Oh, wait, take that back. There's also blood orange, raspberry, watermelon, and grapefruit.
Crip walking my way over to that blood orange puppy.
Someone did the math. Apparently, Kendrick Lamar rushed for more yards in the Kansas City
Yeah, I
offense.
saw that. I literally just saved that post. That's so funny.
Because he not like us.
Should we wrap this? I'm about to piss myself.
Okay, yeah. Do some plugs.
Indie
Drink your carb list.
Indie Ball Nation on, just whatever, man, at this point. Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. What else, man? Anything? Feels like nothing.
Are you on Threads?
Hell no.
Are you on Blue Sky?
No, I'm an adult. I'm not on Blue Sky. What are you doing?
Are you on Snapchat?
Dude, what if I was just running Indie Ball Nation purely off Snapchat? Getting the Zoomers.
Honestly, I respect it.
I'll say probably do some
You
numbers.
should have
on
followed the show. We're going to get a snap streak going. 7 years.
that.
When's the NoCo video coming out?
Should be the next few days, honestly. Yeah, just been sort of smoothing out I made it in chunks, so I had to kind of smooth the transitions. That's about it.
Oh, sweet. Good John Boy feel to it, which is good.
Thank you. Appreciate that. I've been trying.
Yep.
Literally, yeah.
But it comes across. So
Thanks.
yeah. So that's all for that. Same platforms, Indie Ball Pod, Twitter, Indie Ball Report, everywhere else. Article actually should be up same day as this episode. So that'll be fun.
Go.
I'm going to spend my day editing and writing. Yay. Hooray. That's good, I guess. What a great way to spend a holiday.
Oh, Valentine's.
Which
Married
was
to the
just,
game, baby.
that's just, yeah, I'm married to the grind. Until next time, remember to drink your carb list and don't forget to play ball.